Okay, welcome back. This is section number 9, and we're talking about the wrap-up, and I'll give you some of my parting thoughts. Now you can see here I've got this is the end of the beginning. Getting into the course and learning the basic information really is just the beginning of this process of becoming a professional trader. And hopefully by now you realize that this is not going to happen overnight, that there are some very simple steps that you can follow to make yourself into a professional trader. And you notice I said make yourself into a professional trader. If you've read The Market Wizards, then you've heard about a man named Richard Dennis. Richard Dennis and his partner had a bet, and what they were gambling on was that traders could be made. Richard's partner said that traders were born. It's something that's inside of a person. There's no way that you can just make anybody into a trader. And what they proved over the course of several years was that not only could you make traders, there was a common element among these people. And the common element was the people that were most successful was their discipline. They could stick to a system. Everybody had the same amount of money. Everybody had the same exact information to deal with. They all had access to Richard, who at the time was made famous by turning $400 into about $150 million fortune. They all had access to him. They had access to the same information. Everything was the same, but not everybody succeeded. And what they eventually figured out through doing multiple sessions of the turtles was that the disciplined traders were the ones that won out over time. So you've got to be able to develop your discipline. And in order to do that, you need to be able to track your results. You need to be able to follow up with your results. And you also need to be able to get feedback. That's why, as a major component of this course, you can contact me, email me, get on the phone with me. Let's talk about what's going on with your trading. So as you begin the rest of this journey, I want you to remember that you have me at your disposal. There are a few rules. The first rule is when we get on the phone, please finish the section first. If you're going through the section on market patterns and you have a question about the pattern, make sure you've gone through it from beginning to end. That's probably the first question I'm going to ask you is, did you finish the section? Once you finish the section, write down your questions. That way, when we get on the phone, we have an agenda, and preferably, you can email me your questions first. That way, I have your questions ahead of time. We can run through them very quickly before we get started and go through each item one at a time. Now, I want to make one thing very, very clear. When we get on the phone, it's not to just talk about the market. We're not going to have idle chit-chat. We need to get our business done and then get off the phone. When I'm on the phone, it's usually during the trading day, and I like to stay focused. I have other things going on while I'm sitting at my trading desk, so we need to make sure that we're focused while we get on the phone. Now, one of the things that you're going to find is when we have an agenda, we can get through information very, very quickly, and you'll find that most of the time we'll be on and off the phone inside of 10 or 15 minutes. Now, if it takes longer than that, that's perfectly okay. But just remember that I don't like to chit-chat. I want to make sure we get your information complete and I get your questions answered. So the third rule is we're not going to talk about future sections. So if you have a question, if we're working through the market pattern section and you haven't gotten to the breakouts yet, I'm not going to deal with the breakouts until you've gone through them. Remember, the course is here to give you the basic information. I'm here to fill you in. If I was trying to give the course over the phone, I'd be on the phone all day, every day, for hours at a time.